Okay, so we're rolling. I don't know how to start this.
If you are listening to this, then I am dead. That's normally how you start shit like this.
Yeah, like we really, something awful has something. Okay, so here's the thing. So this is Greg Barrett.
Yeah.
And
Will Anderson.
And Charlie Clausen.
Yeah, this is a special
recording. Of sorts.
So 3 nights ago.
This is like a black box recording.
This is totally
this is.
right. This is you find this at the bottom. This is actually going to be placed in the bottom of an airliner in an ocean
of despair.
Yeah,
an ocean of despair.
Oh my God,
this is essentially a DVD extra on the final season of Lost.
Oh my God, dudes. So here's what we've decided to do because we don't really know how else to deal with this, but we decided to deal with it on a podcast.
Yeah.
As some of you probably know, 3 nights ago here in Australia, in Melbourne, we did something called a Superpod, which was simply, we were supposed to do a night of stand-up, and then Charlie was going to be there, and all of us were sort of like, what is that going to be? And then I just said at one point to Will, I go, why don't we do a podcast? And Will goes, that's what the people want. And boom, it was on. We let the festival know that we wanted to do another podcast. We had just done ours, the Walking the Room one, which had gone very well. Festival was game. We set it up, and it fucking sold out immediately. We got moved to another room, and that fucking sold out. So we had a Superpod, which had no more planning than what I'm telling you right now. The four of us ran into each other the night before. It's the first time I've seen Charlie since we hung out in the States. And we fucking just were like, hey, good to see you, bud. What are we going to do tomorrow? I don't know. Maybe we'll have dinner and talk about it. Maybe we won't. And we didn't. We met backstage before the Superpod. We shared hugs. We said hello, and then we went on stage and made shit up for an hour and a half, and it was fucking awesome. Now, am I overselling that guy, do you think?
Oh, I mean, the weird thing is that's not now for us to say. That's for other people to remember what they thought of that night.
Right. But I'm just saying my personal experience was, like, you have these, like, I'm in show business a long time. You know when something's good, and then you know when something's like, for me personally, I felt like, oh, fuck, I could do this forever. Like, it was really a lot of fun.
I posted on, like, Facebook and Twitter immediately afterwards that in my 17 years, and this is my 17th year in a row at the festival, that it was possibly the most fun thing I'd ever done in 17 years of doing
Okay,
it.
I'm in favour of ripping the Band-Aid off. Yeah. Not talking about, like, you know, how wonderful the night was before the Band-Aid came off. It didn't record. The podcast we recorded, Superpod,
yes,
on Thursday night, it didn't record.
Right. Well, no, actually, that's not the entire thing.
Yeah.
It did record, right. And in the transferring of it from a computer to an SD card, someone yanked the SD card. Now, you know how, like, when your iPod says don't pull it out too quick, you lose your shit, but you don't? You feel good about it?
Yeah.
We lost it on the hard drive of the computer and on the card. So there is
It's the complete opposite of your sex life, basically, Charlie, which was always about not pulling it out fast enough.
When you say we lost it,
yeah,
it wasn't us.
Not Topop.
No, not Topop and not walking the room.
So
here's what happened. So then tonight now, Will and I, it's Saturday night, both of us are having excellent shows in different venues. I come off stage, I'm feeling awesome. And
is your back a little bit sore from the night we spent the night before just patting each other on the back about how awesome it was?
We literally just spent
each other's
all last night jerking each other off, fingering each other. It was,
smelling each other's shit. It smelled great. It smelled great.
I said earlier tonight, we are acting like we lost Joshua Tree. Like we recorded Joshua Tree, we fucking lost it. Let's be real about this. 4 retards made a podcast in a room with other people that liked them. And were predisposed to like them because, to be fair, the shared fan base of the two podcasts here in Australia has been nothing short of phenomenal. People showing up in clown outfits. Like, this has been one of the best weeks of my entire life. Bar none.
Also, one of the great things that we loved about the podcast was legitimately we had 2 different shows coming together for the first time, like in entirety, in this performance. And while there was people in the room who understood the in-jokes from your podcast, there was people in the room who understood the in-jokes from our podcast.
Right.
You never felt like you knew if there was more from one or more from the other in that room. It literally felt like the most balanced, wonderful audience who got it all.
All of it. And they were game for all of it, and it was seamless. And then the only thing that we had prepared, which was Charlie had his very first stand-up set that he ever did, typed out. And
I can't talk about it.
And he told it to us.
He told it to us.
When he told it to us, Dave and I, as we do occasionally on our podcast, we laughed until we almost shit. We were apoplectic. There's a photo, I think, going around of Dave and I literally looking like we're losing our minds. Like it was, and Will's laughing and Charlie's just holding a piece of paper. It was fucking awesome.
I traveled through time. I literally laughed so much I traveled through time.
Yeah.
It was the funniest
crazy.
thing I'd ever heard.
Yeah, that was one of those ones where I get.
We woke up today and we were planning the T-shirts we were going to sell based on what he said with his first line.
Right, because he wrote his first line out, which is still funny to me, where he comes on stage. The first thing he said to the audience is, "Okay, relax." Which just assumes that they're not, which is so sweet and funny, and it's fucking awesome that you would even write what would probably be the most improvised line of the night. You would just go up on stage and start with material, but he even put the improvisation of "Okay, relax, people."
But not just that you assumed that they would be tense when you walked on stage.
See, this is where
you haven't even been optimistic about your own performance.
This is where you guys missed the point of the bit, right? The line was, "Everyone relax, it's okay."
Right, yeah.
Because Tiffany Wood has had a boob job.
Oh, right.
And
Everyone
it's on
relax.
the front of a magazine.
Yeah.
So that was the point of the joke. He's trying. I was satirizing popular media and the way they turn minor stories about celebrities getting the boob jobs into headlines.
Yes.
Okay, well, here's the only thing that I'd say. Normally the setup goes before the punchline.
Like that explanation of what you were doing might have sold that joke, and we'd be all at a different festival. Point is, it tickled Dave and I to the point of being apoplectic. So now,
here's the interesting thing about this recording tonight.
So obviously, there's only 3 of us here.
Yeah.
And that is because we all met at a bar and suddenly realized that because you have nothing of us.
And and this was the thing. Like we were having a very self-indulgent moment purely for the reasons that we all loved so much of what happened the other night.
It was deflating. That is the best word I can think of. It was deflating. We were riding high on it for a couple of days because it just came off so well and the response was so great that when you hear that there's no record of it, you're like, oh no. I would like that.
To be honest, I wanted to hear it myself.
I wanted to hear it back. That's exactly right.
Here's the other thing too. It's not unlike for Dave and I. It was not unlike when you finally get together with a bunch of guys and make music. It was like we got together. We don't know you guys that well. We were clearly fans, and we know Will obviously a little bit better. But it was fucking. It just worked. And we didn't have to work at it. So it's like when you get a band together, go, oh my God, you guys, this is working.
Yeah, we just jammed.
We jammed, and it fucking went well. And so I think we were all just happy that happened because there isn't one of us that didn't think, and I definitely thought this could be shit.
Oh, no. I have never had any doubt. It was cool things for cool people, my friend. I was like...
There have been times in my career where I played it too loose and thought I could just get on stage and be funny and failed. And so I'm like... And even just thinking personally, like, what if I don't fucking bring it? What if I got nothing? What if I get gun shy or whatever? Like... I just didn't know what was going to happen. Okay, so
he's
here.
Oh, okay. So this is the most important bit. We tried to turn something that we thought was self-indulgent and devastating.
He's drinking with Greg Fleet. That can't be a good thing.
Oh, okay. So he might be here tomorrow.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
We need to get him. We can always pause it.
Yeah, we can do that. Here. So here's the thing that we need to point out, though. We just need to get this out of the way, which is very simple. That we decided that even though this thing wasn't recorded, that, like both of our podcasts are about trying to, connect with people about when shit goes wrong, you embrace the shit and you try to turn it into something positive. So we thought, why not surprise Dave?
Break the news to Dave on air and record his reaction live. Because the funny thing
was... in a, punked way.
No,
I literally don't mean...
Because what happened, the conversation we had is the three of us were at a bar, and we were saying, how are we going to tell Dave? Who's going to tell Dave? No one wants to tell Dave. And then we thought, well, we should tell him, but let's tell him on air.
Yes, because... we have to have something.
Yeah. We have to have something.
We're all here together, and he is the only one that doesn't know, and probably won't know if he doesn't run into anybody. I've told no one. And
if he knew, he would have texted you by now, right?
Yeah, he would have said something.
Or you would hear him screaming.
Although the most desperate thing you can ever say when you're in Australia is, I'm drinking with Greg Fleet.
Yeah.
So that may well be the reaction you have when shit goes wrong.
Yeah, I'm taking a picture of you guys to send him.
Yep.
So, wait, hang on.
Why?
Oh, well, that'll attract him. It's like it's leaving like a trail of breadcrumbs.
Should we be like making like sort of seductive faces?
Perfect. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
To get in
So
there?
There it is.
Okay.
So we felt like the most legitimate experience because all of us have had some sense of obviously having an opportunity for this to sink in and to go, you know what? In the grand scheme of the world, some fucking idiots recording and losing a podcast is not a big deal in any way.
We're aware of that. There are serious problems in the world. There are people with real problems.
But we assume that if you listen to our podcast, you've ignored those problems.
Yeah,
and moved on to us.
And also, if you listen to our podcast, you're going to be bummed about this because you've already seen a tweet about it or something. And we've also talked it up a lot because we're very proud of ourselves, as we mentioned before.
Well, we've managed to record because I'm about to go away back on tour overseas, and so we like to bank some episodes so that we can release them while I'm away. So we've recorded 2 weeks of shows in the future from now where we were patting ourselves on the back of how good it was.
Yeah.
So you're probably hearing this before that.
Yes.
Yeah. But you know what? It is a great tease. It's a great tease. Like it could be the great lost episode.
Yeah, and it would give us reason and everyone else reason to go do it again.
Do you think by any stroke of luck there could have been a cuddler or a teabagger out there
Who was illegally recording our work?
Fuck, I hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, I like that. I mean, that's the other thing about it. Like, I like that we like. I'm pro Grateful Dead Metallica.
Yeah.
Bring your shit, record it, put it up. If it's any good, take pictures. Like, I don't care. I kind of
Did
like
you say
that.
Metallica? Don't Metallica have an issue with that?
Well, that's the irony of Metallica. They're against Napster, but then they also have a thing where you can go, if you do it on their like if you do it in the so they had like an area where they would let you tape, like the Grateful Dead did.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So I like that idea. I actually like that our fans sort of seem like them, that they will travel places to see us, that they will, make things and meet each other and have meetings and that kind of stuff. And I like the idea that they possibly, if they're recording stuff, put it up. Doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I'm happy if someone has recorded
If anyone recorded it, even if we could post.
Someone must have. Like, people do that now, right? They go to concerts.
They do, but they're also these people are very nice too, so they wouldn't want to upset us
Yeah.
if they thought it bothered us. But I didn't even see that many. I've only seen a handful of pictures.
Yeah.
I want to find that guy that takes the pictures for the festival.
Jim Lee.
Yeah.
Not the
famous comic book artist.
Welcome to Topop. From the expression on your face, you're like, I'm sitting here with two massive fucking
I don't know who. I only know.
Bruce Stanley?
No, I know Stanley. No, the guy that did the original.
Kirby. Bruno Kirby.
What's his name? Bruno Kirby. Jack Kirby.
From the Great Outdoors?
Jack Kirby.
Jack Kirby?
Yeah, and Buscema. Somebody else Buscema. Those are the early Marvel guys. Steve
Buscemi? Is that
I think it was Steve Buscemi.
It was.
Steve Buscemi.
Is he Buscemi? What is he?
I think he was.
You said Buscemi.
Let's pull the whole thing off. What is it? What is it?
It's Nick Buscema, I think it was. I don't know.
You're making this up.
No, look it up. You can look it up.
Famous artists from.
He was one of the early Marvel guys. I feel like it. Maybe he was a writer. I think he was an artist.
What about Joe Quesadilla? I like him.
Who?
Joe Quesadilla?
No, he's like that's not his name. But every time I say it,
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Racist Radio. Racist Radio presents Joe Quesadilla. Hello, everyone. I'm just a hat.
all right. So, how do you think, knowing Greg?
Well, Dave's drinking. So here's what we know: he'll be drunk-ish when he gets here because he's drinking with Fleet. He was very excited to meet him, but I've tried to encourage him to come over here. I don't know, because he lost our one earlier in the week that we then refound because of David O'Doherty, who actually said, "Why don't you ask people where it is instead of looking on the ground?" And so we did that, and someone had it at the hotel. But I wasn't upset, but I was definitely like, well, glad you bought that fucking. Glad you went and bought the fucking Saints hat.
It's a Saints hat.
Glad you bought the Saints hat
club
and lost the podcast.
Yeah, because that team fucking makes everyone a loser.
Wow. That may well be the curse. He's wearing a Saints hat.
Yeah, but we're going to go to. Is that what we're seeing tomorrow?
We're seeing the Saints tomorrow, so expect more bad things to happen. An asteroid is going to land on the fucking.
Yeah, this
stadium.
level of disappointment only gets you into the mind frame for what it's like to be a St Kilda supporter.
Yeah, he won't know what's happened, but he'll definitely suspect that something's up. Because why are we suddenly doing a podcast?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But he won't see this coming.
I wouldn't.
Maybe because I didn't see it.
Maybe
I didn't see it coming when she came backstage and said, "I have bad news for you," and I was like, "I'm not going to get paid." Or I didn't know what it was. Like I couldn't, given how fun this fucking week could be, I'm like, there's nothing, what couldn't have happened? And then it was the one thing I didn't see coming, because yesterday I was with someone who said, I got to make sure I give you guys the SD cards from the shows.
If she said to you, Look, we've lost the episode, but maybe if we don't pay your fee, we can get it back for you. Would you take up on that offer?
Yeah, because it's not that much money. Yeah. It's not enough money. I would actually.
Let me ask you.
I do very well at this festival. So
yeah.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah. I did more at the casino before I left here than this and New Zealand put together. So
Yeah, right.
How is Dave going to react? Do you think? If you could predict,
he's gonna be bummed.
Do I need to put?
But is he going to be angry or is he going to be silent?
It's hard to say.
Kind of...
It's hard to say. He seemed, because your lady got him so riled up about the festival last night because she was telling him all the bad things that the festival does to comics and stuff. Because today he was in no mood for it. Because I was saying, she came down. He goes, we don't need these guys.
He was riled before that though. I mean, I heard the podcast
riled
before you guys got here, and he was already shitty with the festival before it even got here. So
Yeah.
Dave likes to be just angry at things and events.
He does. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does, and it's hard because
But
I'm like,
now he's going to have an excuse.
it's like that episode of The Simpsons where there's a headline with Grandpa Simpson. It's old man yells at cloud.
oh my god, it's totally old man yells at cloud. God, I gotta get that. I gotta get a front picture of that.
Yeah,
And that is Dave in a
Let's have to do
nutshell.
a screen cap.
Old man yells at cloud should be Dave's Indian name. If Dave had an Indian name, it would be Old Man Yells at Cloud. Oh my God, that's his Indian name. He'll be psyched to hear that.
Yeah, old man yells at cloud.
Yeah, I'm on a racist tear, by the way, right now.
Yeah.
I'm just
Native
stereotyping everything.
Americans, Hispanics.
Yeah, I'm taking everybody down. I'm really just actually going after the Aztecs. That's where I'm headed.
Yeah, they've been acting too good for too long.
Oh, they really have. So he's gonna be fucking bummed. He'll be bummed because he also.
You'll break it to him, right? I think you
happily.
should.
Oh yeah, I think that's how this. Has to
I have no
happen.
problem.
I
No,
don't think we can say
responsibility.
come out to our country, don't do gigs that aren't organised by the festival, and then we're going to lose your shit. We can't say that.
Yeah. Remember that thing that we didn't expect that was like a bonus that was better than anything we'd ever done?
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah.
How are you? You doing okay? How's Fleety? Is he doing okay? How's Fleety? What are you guys up to?
Well, at least he'll be in a good mood. I mean, Fleety is fun to hang out with, likes to drink, so he'll come in here in a good mood.
And you know what the good news is for Dave? When he gets up here, suddenly the $70 he lent Fleety that he'll never see again will seem minor in comparison.
Yeah.
Have you been noticing that Arj gets mentioned in every fucking review of your show?
Does he?
Well, I've only seen one because I usually don't. Oh, that's okay. I only see one because I don't read reviews, and that was sent to me. A thing was sent to me by David. My manager will suss through things. And I just am like, if I don't watch him, I'm better off. Do you read him?
Why does he get mentioned in your reviews? Sorry, what's the link?
And I've seen it a couple of times at least twice. They talk about if you're looking for like a cool, laid back, sort of performer. This festival, Arj Barker's not at the festival. This is who you should be going to see.
Yeah.
Like,
or rock and roll.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so lazy.
No, there's look, everyone likes Arj. He's not here. This guy will do.
He's American,
and he's look.
He's American. He's good looking. He's cool. Yeah, you won't notice the difference.
If that gets people to come, I'll write off Arj's back. But I don't care. But yeah, I mean, because I don't. Do you read reviews?
Yeah.
But really?
Most of my reviews are really, really positive. So
so
it's not really. Why would not I read them?
Well, but
I'd like to see more of them.
You're fucking crazy. I can't. I'm afraid. Like, I'll find the one thing in there that like will not be good. But also, I just made because early on I would start looking for stuff, and then I started reading reviews, and then I read something really awful about myself, and I'm like, I don't like the way that feels.
Yeah,
I am afraid, and and also I can be polarizing. I think sometimes just my haircut.
I would tell you one or two.
It is a polarizing haircut.
Yeah.
I'm in favour of it though.
Yeah.
Women want to be with
it.
it, men want to be it.
Right? But some guys are like nice haired douche,
Yeah.
like you know the frosted tip douche story, right?
No.
Oh my God.
Is this a children's story? The frosted tip douche?
Yeah, that's a Dr. Seuss. They're making it into a 3D movie.
Yeah.
I go to Seattle to Bumbershoot. And the Walking the Room fans know this because this is a little thing. So I go to Seattle, and it's for Bumbershoot, which is the festival that's rock and roll, and then there's comics. And all the comics there that year were like Hannibal Buress and John Mulaney and a lot of new fucking American comics that people are stoked about and are alternative slightly. So everybody gets a good review. These are just the blurbs. They're not even review. And my review says, if you thought, and I'm doing Bring the Rock, which isn't even a stand-up show. It's a show that's music and stand-up, but it has nothing to do with the books or anything. And the review starts out, if you thought Greg Barron was that frosted tip douche that wrote He's Just Not That Into You. And I literally got the shakes. Like, I've never seen a sentence where I was like, oh my God, frosted tip douche.
Oh my God.
And it was so fucking mean. And I was like, why I'm the one guy singled out of this entire festival? There's like 40 guys there. So it was a bummer at first. And then I went out on stage and clearly everyone had, like, other comics would make eye contact with me. Like, everyone had read it.
Yeah.
Everyone knew. And I wanted to test the waters to see how much of the audience knew. So I went, hey, everybody, my name's Craig Barron, although I have a new name or something like Frosted Tip Douche. And the fucking crowd went hilarious. So then I just embraced it. And I started calling myself the Frosted Tip Douche at the beginning of the thing. But that's why I'm like, people, I have had a history of people saying some of the meanest shit, like beyond, where I will tell people my review and they'll go, oh, I never got one like that. Like, really
Like
mean.
what? Give us an example. And are these in kind of like major publications or street press or websites? Like, because you can't, because I think a bad review on the web doesn't count because it's like, I don't know, it's not legitimized because there's so many fucking angry 12-year-olds.
This is an overused
in their
term,
bedroom.
but when this first came out, it was in a newspaper. It was about uncool, and he goes, the worst thing about uncool is I can't unhear it. I can't unhear it.
Okay.
I was like, bro, that's so, like, I get not liking things, and but I was like, that's just, oh God, bro, I don't have to say.
If I legitimately have a philosophy, and this is my philosophy to this, is that no one in the world, no reviewer in the world can say something as bad about me as the things that I have thought about myself.
Right.
So I already know the worst things about myself. I actually know the bad things that I've done, the things that I would never even share with the closest people in my life. That, you know, so no dude in a newspaper can say anything that will ever compare with that.
But that's pretty good. I read this thing where Brad Pitt said, he said, if I'm reading a review, it's for two of the wrong reasons. Either A, I want to confirm shitty things I already feel about myself, or B, I want to pat myself on the back because I need love. So I don't read them. Because I don't need, and I was like, well, that's pretty smart.
That's fine when you're the hottest man in the world and a successful movie star.
And you're
you can be confident in your own self.
But that's fairly true. But I don't know if you remember the beginning of his career. He made a lot, like The Devil's Own. Like, he made some movies where people were like, you fucking suck, bro. Like, I mean, in the States at least, people were,
but they've been trying to write him off for years.
Like, earn his place. Like, and he did. And also, he made some bad movies, but
there's a part of me that I like knowing what everyone thinks. Like, I like to see the good stuff. I like to see the bad stuff because I feel like that's a legitimate.
But do you ever agree with them? Like, if you see a bad review,
of course.
Has anyone made a good point, or has anyone ever just been mean to you though?
Oh yeah. There was a guy. In fact, it's really funny we mentioned this because he's a guy called Andrew Murphy, and I don't mind mentioning his name because I did another podcast today. He edits a thing called The Green Guide, which is like a TV guide where people can write in letters to complain about TV shows. Right? Okay. It's quite popular here.
Yeah.
And there's a guy. It's so popular that a guy does this podcast called I Love Green Guide Letters.
Yeah.
And so I was on that podcast today. Andrew Murphy, the editor of The Green Guide, was in, and he actually gave me the worst review I've ever had in my life. So I was able in this room to talk to him about this review. It was horrible because he saw through everything, and things that I don't think are necessarily things that he needed to see through. By the way, the opening line was Anderson saunters onto stage like he's the rock star of Australian comedy, and then it got worse and worse and worse as it went on. But all I did when I read that review was took the words "the rock star of Australian comedy" and put them on my poster for the next 3 years.
Fuck, that's fantastic.
And you just own the shit, man. Just own that shit.
To me, that's like, but also like, yeah, that's what you do. That's what show business is. Yeah. Are you supposed to fucking give up when you start? I had reviews like that about my talk show where people are like, where does he fucking comes out with his confidence and his thing? I'm like, yeah, I'm the host of a TV show. Yeah. Like, there is, but see, that is a thing.
It's harder to put Frosted Tip Douche onto a poster though. It doesn't kind of work out. In context and out of context.
I was this far from calling this show Frosted Tip Douche. I've almost considered doing a show about it because it just doesn't bother me and it's funny and
once you own it, right?
And I take on my own fraud. Yeah, and my whole thing was like, motherfucker, these are not tipped. I don't fucking put them through a foil. I go down to the root, then they grow out. So you're wrong. Dude, you did not win that argument. In fact, you just made it worse. You just made your own argument worse. But I think like there is a thing where like confidence sometimes, especially in comedy, and it's a tough thing. And also, it comes off as though you're like someone said to me about. They go, well, "You normally, although I'm wearing a clown suit here, but they're like, you'd get dressed up for comedy. Do you think that that's right? Because most people feel like you should just go on stage as who you are." And I go, "I am a guy who dresses up.
Yeah.
There are two schools of show business. I am of the, you paid some fucking money.
Yeah.
I'm in show business.
Yeah.
I want to give you something nice to look at. I want to dress as nice as I can. I get the guy that goes out in a t-shirt and just does that, right? I mean, I would imagine seeing Fleety in a fucking suit would probably throw everybody unless he comes out. Does he dress up? He doesn't, does he?
No,
Or
if he had a suit, he would like sell that to somebody and buy heroin.
Yes.
Unless the suit was made out of heroin.
I watched an awesome set, and I'm not sure what it was from. It's from one of the things where he was just talking about how everyone in the audience was just money to him. You're just money. Seriously. Like, you know what you are? All of you? Money, 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 money that I need, money that I can have. That was like, that's so honest. For a junkie, right? Or former junkie? Yeah.
Well, I don't think we have to say the word former.
Okay.
I think everyone's aware of what's happening.
Yeah.
It's like, he is a dude that I once did a gig with, and look, don't get me wrong, greatest Australian comedian that there ever was. But I once did a gig with Fleety. We were all getting paid already. And at the end of his set, in a lineup show, he passed the hat around the audience. So
fucking A. Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like you in church.
Yeah, it was just like, if you enjoyed the show, I'm a bit short of cash. Pass the hat around.
Even though you've paid. Oh my God, that's insane. That's nuts.
And you got some money out of it, I imagine.
Oh, I mean, enough. And he got his hat back.
So Dave will be here, so he's on his way, so he'll be here in a minute. We'll grab him. But it's weird about reviews and stuff. But then, here's what's interesting. I will look for reviews of the band, and I would look for reviews of our podcast because it's me and Dave, so I don't feel I don't mind if someone says they don't like it because it's like, well, it's both of us. I don't know why, but personally, I don't have the fortitude. I don't have the. I can't see here. Yeah.
Well, do you want to take a little break?
Yeah.
I need to go to the bathroom and then we can come back. So we're going to take a little break.
So everyone knows, apart from Dave, what's going on. We're not going to spring this in him in a bad way.
I said we start talking about stuff.
We're going to say, hey, Dave.
What are we talking about? Other stuff?
There will be a moment where we say, okay, there's a reason we brought you here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should get straight to it, though. I don't think we should fuck around too much. Yeah.
But I think we should.
Because I don't want him to start. Or what we could do is be really cruel and say to him, how good was Thursday night?
No, let's not do that.
How much are you looking at?
Let's just fire.
That hurts me so much. That even hurts me to say that.
Let's fire up. Let's just find out. Tell me about drinking with Fleety. I don't know him.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about that and go, okay, because that's cool. Blah,
yeah. So lead him into it so he gets comfortable.
Hit him with it right away and then go, okay, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay,
this is like
we need a courtesy finger.
Yes, courtesy finger.
Courtesy
finger. What does that mean?
So do you not know the courtesy finger?
Oh, yeah.
You got a little...
Right. You don't just ram it.
No.
And then I'll say...
Don't send the Anzacs over
I'll say, well, look, here's my...
Did you just compare our beloved military force with anal sex?
Well, I'm just saying they were preparing the way for the British to come through.
You and Yumi Steins, mate. They're going to be fucking letters from Howard Sun.
Here's how he'll really know that something's up when I say I have a story for you. Because I fucking never have a story. He's always like, you never bring anything. I go, I do the color, dude. You tell the stories, I do the color.
Oh, fuck. All right. So we're going to take a little break. And we'll come back with Dave Anthony. Yeah, so
he's in the other room.
He's in the bathroom.
In the toilet at the moment.
And he had a good set tonight, and a lot of the older Australian comics that were there told me it was awesome, which everybody, when you're in comedy, anyone that you think is good. Fleety must have said something nice about him.
Have you ever seen...
So he's in a really good mood.
You know they said there's this expression, lamb to the slaughter?
Yeah.
His eyes came in, it was like a Disney character, big eyes, full of hope.
I ducked across the room to get some papers and I ran into him in the street like he was coming trying to find where we are. And it's only been fun and vibey conversations.
Yep.
This is horrible.
Yep.
I actually feel like now we're about to shoot Bambi's mother.
Or a My Little Pony.
Yeah.
So, hey, Dave, welcome to the show. We started recording without you.
I just half flushed.
What does that mean?
It means the button on the left.
We don't have good microphones.
Yeah,
so
we
you
gotta
talk
get
into
mic. So
that's
it.
That's it. Both have to talk into that bit of it.
That fat
Oh, you have to talk into the... Oh, this is the old one I had. Yeah, this one's a cunt.
Yeah.
This is good, but you also have to put it up on top of...
you have to play Jenga.
You also have to put it on top of...
We're on the Gruen box set.
Yeah, on the Gruen box set. Yeah.
So people know
You
now.
know what? Your promotional abilities have dropped significantly since I got here a week ago.
I got to be honest with you. It gets a lot of mentions
built.
once you put that there, and you get a lot of mentions.
There it is. How about it?
It's integration. We're just trying to weave it into the podcast.
I like it.
I don't think that's a bad thing, dude. Wait a minute. I don't know who. So you've talked about Greg Fleet. We learned about Greg Fleet from you, like the first time you were on. The first time you were on Walking the Room, we were talking about Australian.
Probably
comics. You hung out with him tonight, yeah?
Yeah. He was very.
Did you see him
funny.
do a set?
I did see him.
Was he
do a
good?
set.
Was he?
Yeah,
was he what he was promised to be?
He didn't really have a chance. It was like a 15-minute set, so it wasn't like he had to blow it up. But I watched him and I went, I want to go see his show because he's because a lot of these guys you can meet, you can see a small set, doesn't mean they can fucking do a one-man show, but that guy's just funny. Yeah. So whatever he's doing is going to be funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Lawrence Mooney, is that his last name?
Lawrence Mooney. He's
that guy's
really
fucking
funny.
aces too. Really, two really funny guys.
And really nice guy too.
And then me. So the people that came to this small show, I mean, I don't know how much they paid, $10 or whatever.
$10
they got a
They got a killer show.
I mean,
because
it was
you were
insane.
on it.
Yeah, I was on it.
But no, the place. Yeah,
they got $10
was the
worth of
most,
Dave
like-
Anthony.
That was the most self-serving. Like these people, they got an amazing show. And I was on the show.
If you guys,
so I know.
There were a couple of colors there. If you get $10 of Dave Anthony in Australia is a bargain.
Yeah, what's the exchange rate on that? What's that in US
But I'm talking about the
dollars?
exchange rate. That's what I'm
Yeah. It's a bit less. I think its buys a bit under. US is like 9.67 Dave Anthony's.
Yeah, no, it's the one place where your exchange rate is actually better here. Not when you're actually earning money in gigs. But
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
No, I like earning Australian money right now.
Yeah,
right?
take it
yeah,
home,
Yeah, we're
right?
taking it home. We're taking some home. Then we're
Yeah.
gonna take it home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
it's good
amazing.
that you are taking something.
It's amazing for Australians to go to America now. That's why there's so many Australians in America now, because our dollar's so high. Like for us, going to America right now is like going to Bali.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's like going to Mexico. Like we're a third world country.
Yeah, we get Americans to braid our hair. We get
Oh my God!
buying
we would
counterfeit
so-
watches
First off,
and-
I'm like, look at our coloured money.
You
can
get off
that's
this
us.
plane and people around and go chiclets.
literally selling them. We should have brought these guys chiclets when we come here next time. The next time we come here, if we're invited, I'm just gonna say that my gig tonight was fucking off the hook. I blew it out with some awesome comedy, as I do. I spit golden awesome, and everyone loved it. And then I go backstage, and Susan from the festival is there, and she's ashen.
Oh God, did you kill someone?
Almost.
If only it was that good.
You know that almost happened once, right?
What?
I did stand up one night, and a guy laughed so hard that he had stopped breathing and dropped to the ground, and the paramedics came in. And then I said to them,
And Greg said, "Boosh!"
I said, how drunk was he? And they go, no, not drunk at all. He literally just almost died laughing.
He split his sides. He actually split
literally-
his sides.
I had someone in Adelaide last year. Their friend was like, they had the hand around the shoulder and they were like dragging them out of the gig about halfway through. And I'm like,
Yeah.
how drunk is your friend? And they're like, no, it's a stroke.
And the worst thing about that is that they did a fist pump.
It's a stroke. Yeah, if you could have seen, obviously we're doing a podcast, but you see that Will actually did a go team. Like he really fucking made a fist and brought it up. So I come backstage. I haven't.
$80 for the Gruen box set, huh?
Bad.
Yeah, but
it's a
it's-
box set, man.
Have you watched it?
It's 4 series.
No, I've never
Yeah.
seen it. I was gonna.
it's good.
I was gonna pirate it. But now I'm just gonna take one of these fucking things when I leave.
Do these won't play in our DVDs, right?
Do you sell them, or how does it work out of your house?
My God, what if they got us back here for like a weird Gruen pyramid scheme thing where we're like,
No, just take 85,000 of these back to the state.
this is actually called a Gruen transfer.
Yeah. You literally just have to give them to people.
The price tag says 79. I feel like you're gonna say, yeah, 100. It's fine.
Yeah, 100. American.
So Susan is ashen because she saw my set finally.
She saw your comedy.
She did everything she could to avoid booking you in rooms, she would say. And then she stumbled onto you occasionally anyway.
So she comes back and she says to me, I have some bad news for you. So I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm not getting paid. But then I'm like, I'm not getting paid that much money. It wouldn't even be that bad of news given, the fucking hotel and the good time we've had. She says, we lost the recording of the Superpod. We lost the recording of the Superpod.
Why didn't they just fucking give it to us? It was also on 2 fucking SD cards.
Here's what happened. They were, according to them, and again, this is second or third hand.
Greg's the only one who's actually spoken to Susan. We've heard second hand.
She said they've spent the last 2 days trying to find it. they were downloading it onto the card, and somebody ejected the card, and they lost both the hard drive and the card.
And apparently it doesn't go to the cloud or any of those things that apparently modern things are meant to do.
Yeah, it doesn't go to the cloud. So
We actually had a third guy there who was recording it live onto a wax cylinder.
Yeah.
And he left them out in the sun. They melted, so we lost those ones too. So,
yeah.
Seriously?
I know this feels probably at the moment like this is an episode of Punk'd.
or intervention.
No, I totally believe it.
Yeah, we literally, and this is something we've explained to people before you arrived, but we were in such a crisis that we were like, the only way that we can deal with this, the only way that we can talk about this is
to have a
to do this
podcast
right
because
now.
I don't even know what to fucking say because it was already a bad sign that they wanted to give me a tiny SD card after the fucking first one. And it was a bad sign that they didn't have it backed up all over the fucking place. That, like, once they gave it to us, like, good luck with your thing.
But that really is what a podcast is, isn't it?
Yeah, but you
Good
fucking
luck.
back it up.
Podcast should also be called Good Luck with Your Thing. Anyone that's doing one and anyone that has one, welcome to Good Luck with Your Thing. That's exactly what this is. We're not in the golden age.
Yeah, this is how little we care about your thing.
Yeah, it's not like, and I was said to these guys before, if I can repeat the joke a million times, but I didn't know what to say, so I go, fuck. I'm not gonna. I didn't want to send it to you because I didn't know where you were, and then you said you were at a gig, so I was like, well, you're working, whatever, and I knew, and they said it literally was like a death, and they were like,
well, that's
so
inexcusable.
They go, we told Will, we've left a note for Will. So and then
he's
Charlie
trashing his green room.
Charlie hits me up and says, "Hey, I'm gonna be at the gin."
Well, from our point of view, so I'm at dinner with Gemma and Amy.
Are you in the Arctic?
They can't see me, Dave.
No, but your hat. We're inside, and you're wearing a knit hat like you're somewhere else. Like we're having a conversation in Australia about a missing podcast. You look like you're in Antarctica.
Dave,
yes.
Your wife is a psychologist, and she'd say what you're doing right now is you're taking out your anger on someone.
Oh yeah! Well, that's what I've always done. I'm gonna lash out at all you motherfuckers before this shit's over, and then I'm gonna end up standing in front of Susan's house, full of gin, screaming about shit like penguins. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, this is gonna end horribly.
Well, you're taking it well.
I gotta be honest with you, better than we were.
But I gotta say this because of what
I don't think it also hasn't hit him yet. Like I'm watching him. I know the stage he's going through. He's not remembering what like
because I remember because of what I went through with the first podcast.
You feel like you've been like you got a bit of a taste.
I feel like I've already like it was like I grieved that one and then came back and found it. God. And so now I know this one's gone because those fuckers aren't going to find it anywhere. How are they going to find it?
No, we think it's gone. I don't think we're holding any hope.
They unhooked the fucking hard drive before it was fully loaded.
Yeah.
This is why that little warning always comes up. Don't do that. Like they did that.
Yeah. In fact, we could become the national spokespeople for that. You know.
Oh my God!
Hi.
What if our faces just popped up and said that warning?
Hey, you know how you've never heard of any of us? Here's the reason why. Someone ejected.
That's fucking awesome. They should do a cartoon of our four faces like Manny, Mo, and Jack, and we should just fucking pop up. These fellas lost something awesome.
Okay, but here's the question: if you knew this was what I was coming here to find out, how did you only have half a beer? I mean, honestly, think about what the fuck you're doing.
Well, we didn't know where we thought you were because we thought you were on your way to when we were over at the gin joint or whatever it's called, and so we were
I thought
like,
I was
we got to
go,
get
but
here
then Greg
quickly.
Fleet showed up, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna.
Well, I kind of figured you'd been hanging out with Greg Fleet. You probably wouldn't need any more alcohol by the time you got here.
I would think I was drinking more than him. Maybe there's something else going on.
No,
he
you
was.
think?
No, he was drinking beer. We were all drinking beers. It wasn't like it wasn't like we were pounding.
Again, I think you are deflecting from.
Look, I'm trying not to deal with it because it's a fucking disaster. I'm trying not to say horrible things about the festival.
Well, the thing is, what happened? What happened, Dave? Is we're at this place and we wanted to tell you, but we were scared. In fact, we were saying to Greg, "Would you tell him?" Because we don't think we want to see how you're going to react. And then we started speculating. Well, he explodes. maybe we should record it on our phones.
Yes, we were going to
That
film
was my
it.
first thought. I was like, oh, we'll film this shit.
Yeah.
We'll tell him we'll film this
But
shit.
this isn't the kind of shit that makes me explode.
Okay, was this like the slow burn kind of thing where like 2 weeks from now you gun down like a busload of tourists? No.
Here. You know what my real feeling is? It was so good.
Nah, I like this theory.
It was so good, and the fact that the only people who know that are the people in the room, and the tweets and everything. That it makes it legendary, and we can do it again in other places.
That exact
we
show.
know.
We're going to do that exact show.
We know.
Well, we could if anyone had recorded it so we could learn.
However, we can't. Yes,
But we know how good it was, and we know what it was, and that it was different.
Yeah, but the thing is, and I was just saying to Greg before, like off air,
The first time is the best time.
Well, not just that, but
it's
the
like
whole
it's
the
like
whole
when
thing.
you got to finger your aunt.
Yeah.
Well, she fingered me. Does that count? Is that still?
Yeah, it's still.
Is that still my first
You
time
let
she
your
fingered
aunt
me?
finger you?
I didn't let her.
It was Christmas.
Right.
Oh,
is there any
you were
chance-
playing Santa's Coming In.
Is there any chance that because we recorded this on Easter Thursday, that the podcast might have died over the weekend and mysteriously reappear on Easter Sunday?
Oh my God, the podcast is in Lazarus's tomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh my God.
Can I ask you this question? So, is that why they didn't give it to us right after the show?
Because they didn't have it. Possibly.
I don't know. I don't know how long they've been
Oh
wrestling.
my
with
God,
that.
this is like JFK. One of us has to go meet Donald Sutherland on a park bench,
Yeah,
and we'll get all the inside
I don't
info.
know how long they've been wrestling with it, but they might. All I know is that when you tell somebody something right after a show, especially after a good show, and you're still kind of rolling on the thing, and then there was Charlie, let's hit me up. I was like, oh, he's gonna be around. Oh, cool. Well, I'll get to go see him. Like there was all this stuff happening at once. I was excited. And then she left, and she played a very interesting card, which I guess is the card you play. Susan. She played sadder than us. So she
yeah,
was
you
sad.
couldn't be
and
angry
she's-
at her.
Yeah, and she's been nice to
fuck
me.
that.
And she was been nice to me and flew us down here.
Oh,
and let us
bullshit.
do
I can
thing.
be angry at her. It's,
Yeah.
it's inexcusable. It's inexcusable.
I mean, you made a good point. If Kevin Smith was doing this, they would be.
Yes.
Like in a 1,000 seat arena, and they lost the recording of that. How would that go down?
Then what they did is inexcusable.
Look, here's
I'm sorry. It's inexcusable.
We all did turn and look at Will at the same time. Then as if he should have the answer.
Well, Will has a different relationship with them than certainly I do. They wouldn't put me on any fucking shows, and this guy's been making bank for years. It is inexcusable what they did. Flat out, straight up, inexcusable. What if a television show recorded your hour special and then lost it?
Well,
I mean, it's a lower level, but it's
the
no
hardest
fucking
thing
different.
about it is that part of the kind of reason we all agreed to do it at last moment, and we've been fucked around a little bit by it, was they said we'll arrange the recording. And
Yep.
for us, the most important thing was
the recording.
the recording. Like, it didn't matter how many people had rocked up there on the night. It didn't really matter. You know, like, it wasn't like we were doing a show that we were trying to, like, it was literally like it was all going to be about that night and that recording. Like,
Yes.
that's why we were
Yes.
doing this thing, right?
Right,
Yeah.
to record it for the fucking people who are listening to this now, for the people
Yeah.
that like the idea of us guys together,
Certainly-
and the people that love podcasts.
Certainly, if you've sat through this for this long, you would have been interested in hearing something that was much better than this.
Yes, you would have. This is no replacement. This is certainly no replacement. This has become a board meeting. This became like now we're back at Tofop Walking Room Inc. and some shit has gone down.
Yeah.
What I got to say though is because I found out as I'm going to meet Charlie and the girls, and
From who?
from my manager, who said to me, "Call me immediately after your show," and said, Susan wants to talk to you about this thing, and explained. And I said, I don't really want to talk to her tonight. I'll talk to her tomorrow, because there was nothing that she could say that was going to make me feel. Yeah, again, it's a podcast. Let's not go over the top about this. It was just something special that was us, right? But I'm walking in to see Charlie and the girls, and they've set up this thing that I was not aware of.
Oh, yeah, I should maybe raise that up.
Because you know more about it.
Yeah. So it was me and the girls, and we were sitting at this table, a very crowded, popular restaurant.
Did you know?
No, I didn't know at this
Okay.
stage. This girl sits down with her boyfriend, and she's like a Kardashian. Short, kind of curvy, looked Armenian, but her tits were hanging out, like massively hanging out. Like
So she's a Kardashian.
yeah, pretty much, right? Yeah. And so I'm getting yelled at by the girls because I can't stop staring at her tits. But it was one of those things, you know, like
what are you
my
supposed
eyes
to
were
do?
drawn. Yeah, exactly that.
You're a man.
I'm a man. I'm a man with needs.
Fucking gross, weird man, but you're a
So
man.
Amy,
Well, he's cold.
but Amy,
He's a cold man. He's got a cap on.
He's very cold.
Amy particularly is yelling at me, and she's like, "Will would never do that. Will
wouldn't
look at those tits. Will wouldn't care about it." And I said to her, "Look, it doesn't matter if Will's attracted to this kind of girl or not. There are
my
boobs,
God.
like within 4 feet."
You walked into this?
Yeah. So Amy was like, "No, he wouldn't." I said, "Okay, well, why don't we swap seats?"
Dude, this is a
And
man.
when
This is a
Will-
man bush.
And when Will, when Will comes and sits down, we'll see.
And that's the new book from Greg Brown out this Christmas.
Man bush.
man bush.
Yeah.
But I'm also writing a book called Man Bush, but it's completely different. And it's more of a picture.
So it's in a similar fashion to how we set you up tonight, we've set Will up. So we're waiting for Will to come in. So Will comes in with this look on his face, which is
Ashen.
not good news.
Yeah.
And so he comes in and comes straight to me, and he sits down opposite me.
And he says, "My baby died."
Close to that, he's gone, "I have terrible news." Oh, hang on, wait a minute. It's not the worst news, but it's bad. And just as he gets the words out that they lost the podcast, his eyes move left.
Yes!
To the tits.
Yes!
So before I even have time to process it, Gemma stands up and starts screaming, "Yes, he looked! He looked!" And Amy storms off in a huff.
No!
She actually got mad?
Man,
Yeah.
What
Oh,
a
that is
night.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Because you are not the man she thought you
You got
were.
man bushed.
Because
Oh my
you
God.
were a man and she thought she
But here's the
she
beau-
thought she'd
oh,
snipped your
But listen to
nuts.
this. But here's the beauty of it. Here's the beauty of it. I would say in the last 5 days of your life, this podcast would be one of the more significant things that happened. One of the things that you're happiest about. And then it was taken from you. And even in the face of certain podcast death, even at your darkest hour, tits, there they are. And you
It just goes to show if ladies wear a low cut dress to a funeral, it's not a bad way to go.
No, it isn't, and your eyes need it. It just you just want to do a quick grab. It's like you know, like when they put a bowl of nuts at a bar and you just fucking grab a handful of them. You just instinctually, you don't even hungry.
Not
You're
even
like,
hungry.
God damn it, that's it.
No.
You didn't fucking take the bowl.
No.
You didn't take the bowl.
You
from
probably your
somebody,
brain
somebody else's bowl.
It's not like
but you took a hit. No,
his
you-
brain didn't even process they were breasts. Like it's just a hardwired thing. You see
it's
that
just-
shape.
I mean, were they big?
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
your mouth is
No,
supposed
they
to
had
be
their
on them
own
at some
orbit.
point.
They have an orbit. Well,
Like
it's
the thing that
large.
attracted my eyes was the fact that Neil Armstrong was painting a flag in one of the
I saw a rock climber in there with one of his arms trapped, sawing his way through.
A guy tried to suck them once. He needed a Sherpa to accompany him up to the mountain.
Billy Squire went down there and saved somebody. You know that Billy Squire did that, right?
Here's the thing.
Wait a minute.
I wasn't even.
Billy Squire did what?
Billy, the guy that wrote "Stroke Me." You know the song? You know who Billy Squire is?
Stroke it to the left.
No.
You guys didn't get Stroke Me Emotion and Emotions Emotion down here? That never happened?
He was a big American star. He had a
Huge
song called.
American
He had a
star.
song for a while. He had a song called "Stroke Me." Stroke me, stroke me.
You guys
That's
never
it.
heard
Oh,
that.
stroke man, stroke man.
Hey.
Diddle-diddle-doo-diddle-doo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was
You know.
huge. And then he made another video called
pretend you
"Emotions
don't.
in Emotion," where he danced across a room in a tank top, and America said no, and that was it.
I gotta
And he-
admit, I
he-
liked Emotions Emotion. I like that album.
But they fucking ended his career right there. Literally, he
Yeah.
made one video
Don't do
after
that.
this. He was a huge star. It
Don't
ended
do
his
that.
career. He'll tell you about it. But in the interim,
He'll tell you about
he
it?
was mountain climbing. Yeah, he knows that he did it. He
Okay.
goes out, but he was mountain climbing, and he's a very good mountain climber. And two people fucking dropped into a crevasse, and he went down and got them, saved their lives.
Did
Wow.
he
Yeah.
find a podcast down there?
I'm sorry, I can't save you. There's only enough for these girls, but I'm a podcast and I'm lost. It's too late. But Charlie says, and that was it.
I didn't even.
I mean-
I didn't even acknowledge they were breasts. Like literally in my eyes.
Yeah, it was it was less than a millisecond.
Yeah, but it
glance.
wasn't
No,
even.
I
a
know
sexual
exactly
thing.
what you did.
It was literally like I fell out of a plane and I did not have a parachute on. And on the way down, even though I was plunging to my certain death, I saw a pretty bird. And I took a moment to
Yeah.
acknowledge that was a pretty bird.
Yeah.
I honestly think in that kind of situation, I think women would look too. I think that when
This is what I tried to say to the girls.
I think when it's that kind of
Because-
situation, everybody looks because it's crazy.
Because Linnell is another girlfriend of ours, was sitting to my right, and she was looking at the tits just as much as me.
Yeah.
And she was looking at the tits and then slapping me because I was looking at the tits. And it's like the only way you knew I was looking at the tits because you were looking at the tits.
Yeah.
And there was, look, obviously, I'm not going to say that I wasn't looking at tits wondering what they'd look like if I could see more of them.
Yeah, of course.
But
I don't think there was a possibility that you could see more of them. Like, this was the whole thing about them. They were,
Well, that's the beauty of it. I mean, look, anytime...
I feel like we've been sidetracked.
No, but it's all right. It's all right because I...
Is there hard alcohol?
Is there?
That's wine.
That's wine.
Yeah, no, I know what wine is.
All right, Nancy, get your skirt off.
It's not one of those hotels, man. Sorry. Can you get 2 glasses?
But so then were you in trouble?
Well, I bailed.
Well,
at
this
that
was
point.
literally the moment that I have said the podcast is gone.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they've all celebrated because they're not really listening to me. They've just
Well, no,
seen my eyes.
it's Lynette and Gemma are celebrating because I am processing the news, what you just told me.
Yeah.
But their girls are laughing and Amy's storming
And Amy
out. So
storms off.
there's a total circus going on around.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it all worked out.
Oh, it didn't work out. We don't have a podcast.
No, I'm talking about you. So, okay.
Okay.
You know what? I mean, the nice thing is the podcast invited me down.
Yeah.
They put me up. They allowed me to do 2 podcasts without pay, and they didn't put me on any other shows, and then they lost one of the podcasts.
Oh, it's a win-win.
So their treatment of me is just stellar.
Yeah.
On so many levels, it's just a grand experience.
Are you being sarcastic?
I got more Tim Tams.
Did they keep one podcast? You know what I mean? They kept one. Why are you seeing this podcast glass is half empty?
It's not like they lost both podcasts.
Right, yet.
Right. They can find a way to shoot down the plane.
Oh, my God.
Melbourne Comedy Festival's first missile.
Oh, wow.
It is kind of crazy, though. We had the same, congratulate yourself for your fucking podcast day. You know, we were
That's
walking-
the weird thing is literally I saw Will afterwards and we were like, that was just fucking amazing. That was an amazing experience. I can't believe that happened. You, Will, Charlie, whatever your name is, that was so great. I emailed Will the next day and I was like, seriously, that was fucking crazy. And Will's literally like, not to pat ourselves on the back too much, but yes, that was really something.
That's what pride before the fall. If being raised Catholic taught me anything. It's you don't let your head, the meek shall inherit the earth. It's you guys patting each other on the back via email.
We talked about it last night. You and I talked about it too. We said how great it was and how we should be doing more things together. You and I were fucking walking to O'Doherty show tonight, going, no 2 podcasts have done this. Like, we fucking literally. I was like I said to those guys, we're acting now like we lost Joshua Tree. Yeah. Like we recorded Joshua Tree.
Well, I gotta say, that experience is never going to happen again, obviously, and we can do it again. But the first time, it was pretty fucking amazing.
We're essentially going to have to be like those people who are born again virgins.
Yes,
We're going to have to grow our hymens back.
But this is the thing. And that's what I was saying to Greg before. Like the beauty of it was the running theme of it was my first live thing, right?
Yep.
And
That was what was so
and
great about
reading
it.
out that stand up.
and you were, and not just the stand up, but you were fucking quality with your little zingers,
But
and,
even
and
if
your IEDs and everything else.
even
you
if
did.
I had been really bad, the fact is it was the first one.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And that kind of look. It's just the fucking obsessive compulsive in me. I'm a completionist. I like to have the whole set. Like it would be nice to have the first.
No,
one.
I feel the same way too. I was just
You know?
saying because
we can't do it again. We can't do. We can't explore. We can't go into that territory again.
No,
because
you never
there'll be,
can.
There'll be no first one to record again.
Yeah,
So that's
no,
a bummer.
I was saying to him.
It must be what 14-year-olds are like these days when they forget to film the first time they have sex.
Yes. Why did we do this?
Why do I not have this documented?
Oh, why didn't we do it? God damn it. I wanted to see myself, Jackrabbit, fuck your vagina into submission.
I can't believe the first time I fucked a dog, I forgot to record it.
No, I recorded it, but I lost it because I unplugged it from my Mac
And the
too.
dog
I
ate
did.
it.
Every time, and I saw that warning
So-
with those 4 guys from that podcast. Don't pull it out too fast. Plop! I blew it.
But now here's the funny thing to me. So they essentially dabbled in a new area that they hadn't really had a lot of experience.
They were surprised that podcasts were
Popular.
But they were very surprised and they bumped us to bigger rooms and all that. And they had one of their biggest comedians by far involved, and a very big American comedian involved, and they fucked the pooch. Like they fucking blew it. They are like this is bad for them on any level.
Well, first off, I'm never coming down here and half filling one of their 150 seaters again.
Wow.
No, I'm not.
See what you've done.
I have a little bit more. I have a little bit more of like. I mean, I you know, at the moment when she told me, I was like, I think she was thought I was just going to yell at her, and I'm like, oh, what am I going to do? I mean, what am I going to do? I can't do anything. No. If anything, I mean, here's the one thing. It's like, fuck. Those people and us did have an experience that, who knows, we never heard it. Maybe it didn't sound as good as it felt in the room. And we all have that. We all have that. Well, I'm just trying to say it's possible. I mean, there's been things I've recorded. No?
Sorry, Dave has been to the past. He's checked it out.
No, I totally disagree with that. I remember all the lines you guys were saying. I remember it was a funny fucking podcast.
Yeah, but the problem was that literally what happened was Dave travelled back from the future, was at our own podcast and watched it, and by doing that, like in a Back to the Future moment, destroyed the actual
ripped
podcast.
a hole in the space-time continuum. Thanks a lot,
you can't prove it,
bitch.
Yep.
Well, I can prove it. The fucking podcast is missing. It
Well,
wasn't in the regular.
and that's whose fault is it?
I'm
That's
not
the festival's fault.
saying Dave
Can
did go back
Doctor
in
Who-
time
can
and
Doctor
create
Who-
a rip in the space-time continuum to lose our podcast, but how can you say he didn't?
Can Doctor Who fix this? Your little buddy.
No, he's the Doctor Who fan. I don't watch Doctor Who.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm more like Back to the Future.
I
guy.
get you two mixed up.
Okay, firstly,
Racist motherfucker.
Firstly,
Racist against
Doctor Who
Australians.
could definitely fix it, but
Right?
yeah, definitely.
So let's
With
do
his-
that.
Right. Well,
Is he real?
then that's a then that's a really
I know
good-
this is.
Then we are actually going to get a lot of hits on this podcast because once we get some Doctor Who traction, that is big numbers.
If
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like,
if we don't find this podcast, if this podcast isn't recovered, I'm calling the Borg
yeah.
to Earth.
Oh, right.
All right, so
So now we're getting. All right, go. I was going to say, we're going there.
I'm way
That was
way
Star
lost.
Trek.
You're far too cool to get anything these two guys are talking about.
None of it. I don't know what any of it is.
first thing is we still don't know. There may be somebody who's listening to this right now was
And can recover it.
or was recording it on their phone, or was
Well,
like,
fuck that. That's never going to be good enough.
No, you know what? I'd actually be okay with that. It's kind of like when you're into a band when you're a teenager and you got a bootleg and it's a really shitty recording at a festival,
yeah.
and you're into that. I think that could be kind of cool. I'd actually be. Totally
I actually
down
have a
with
couple
that.
Clash and Van Halen bootlegs that were just given to me, and they're fucking awesome.
Yeah,
to listen
I've
to.
got Phil Collins, Krista Berg, Rick Astley. I'm
sorry.
Oh,
You said Phil
that Ashley.
Collins.
Fucking let me. Can I get that from you before I go?
Yeah, I'll bend it.
What's
No,
that Ashley like?
he won't because he's never going to give it up.
Oh my god! But it's just through one channel. It's just through one channel. It's just treble. Oh, fucking awesome!
First thing is, if anyone does have a recording, even if it's not a good enough recording to put air
Or video.
here's what we do. If it's the recording is just good enough that we can hear it, but it's not good enough for us to podcast, here's what we do. We get 4 guys who are slightly more famous and more talented than we are to re-record the entire night.
Yeah, no, less famous and less talented.
Oh, really?
No, I
yeah,
say
because we don't
that'll
want
be
4
pretty hard
guys.
to find.
We don't want 4 guys that then people be like, oh, I like them better.
Yeah, I don't know.
You got to take it down a notch.
No, I'm the other way around. No, I think we turn it in. We get a transcript and we do it as a radio play. But you're right. We get famous fucking people to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, famous people. Yeah,
like
super
A-listers,
famous people.
like Matt Damon as Greg
Yeah,
Barrett.
it's like a table read.
Who plays you?
Well, I would imagine that
Michael Clark Duncan is the obvious choice.
is that because
It's like
of my,
as you were saying it, I was trying to say it too. That is perfect. Yeah.
it's because you have a sense that I might have mystical powers? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You are my favorite magical black man.
I've got a strange feeling you can help Tom Hanks piss again.
All right. So you're Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah.
Duncan. But
I'm gonna get him. He's probably available.
What about
Charlie? Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
Yep.
Yeah, no brainer.
Colin Farrell.
Nick
It's gotta be
Nolte.
He'll
Colin
do it.
Farrell.
I'm definitely Nick Nolte.
No, you're John C. Reilly.
Yeah, but he looks like me, but he doesn't bring the.
Doesn't bring your
He's not
intensity.
funny?
No, it's not that he's not funny. He's just not aggro enough.
He's a good actor, though. He's like
Who's
Oscar
that?
nominated.
I think Nick Nolte's more. I'd rather.
Nick, no, wait. No,
He's fucking
whatever.
crazy.
All right, sure, Nick. No.
Yeah.
I think you're more like Jack Black.
No, I'm offended now.
Are you offended? I like Jack.
I like Jack. What
I
do you
like
like
Jack.
Jack? Jack's funny, and he's got that angry kind of
I don't
like
think he's
little.
funny.
He can play a young.
Oh, I
man.
think he's funny. I
He
like him.
used to be funny.
All right, how about this? How about you tell us who
I
you'd
mean,
like
yeah,
to play you?
I
Because I
know.
feel like
No,
very good.
I just think that I obviously require more work than you guys because you guys are a little more simple than me. I'm a little more complex.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Sure.
And I'm Danny Minogue, so I feel like
All right, I'll be
Right?
Danny Bonaducci.
Oh yeah.
Paul Giamatti.
Oh, that's a good one. Paul
Paul
Giamatti.
Giamatti.
I
Yeah,
like that.
That's good.
What do you
Who are
get?
you?
You're like Josh Lucas.
oh, I'll take it. I was going to
Lucas.
say
What about
I said-
Lucas
I-
from the movie Lucas?
George Lucas.
George Lucas? Yeah.
Could you be Lucas
What if,
with
I
the
was,
lid off?
what, if I was like just fucking full? Like,
Nicolas Cage.
How about Christina Applegate?
How about
just
Nicolas
a full?
Cage?
We'll just get a girl.
I like
just get a
Nicolas
girl.
Cage.
Nick Cage. Nick Cage could
Oh,
definitely
that would
play
be
Greg
fun.
Barron.
That would be fun.
Actually,
I'm
Nick Cage would be
Greg
good.
Barron, and I want to say something.
Yeah, that's
God,
good.
that would be great.
But here's the thing: I think that the legend of this podcast, because it's missing, will grow to epic proportions, and we could possibly get these people.
Yeah. Of
Well,
course.
so I guess this is what
Yeah,
I'm.
it's full
I
of
guess this is what I would like to say is that we may not have a document of this. If anyone does have any documentary evidence of it, whether it be photos, like
So stupid.
whatever,
Well, I've seen the photos.
I'm into that. But send us it all. But here's the thing that I would also say to people: if you want to put down your memories of what you liked about it,
Oh my God. So this is so sad. You're gonna make me cry.
like do you know what I mean? Like if you want to write something, if you want to go, that was the
So
bit
we're
that I
talking about
really
creating a
remember.
memorial wall.
This is fucking so hard.
Also, wait a minute. Not only that. Put your favorite. Like, if you could make a quilt, let's make a quilt, like an AIDS quilt.
Superpod quilt.
Superpod quilt.
So here's what you do. So some industrious person make a Facebook page called the Late Superpod.
Yeah.
And then or just Superpod, whatever,
Yeah.
or just some sort of a Superpod page, and then let's get everyone from the both podcasts to just
Yes.
collect your
Yes.
favorite memories.
That's a great idea.
Hey, even if you weren't there, what you imagined
What you thought,
happened.
yeah.
yeah. What it meant to you. The
What it
idea
meant
of
to you,
them
what it
coming
meant
together.
to
Yeah,
you.
that's
Yeah.
a great idea.
Yeah. Because if we
Superpod, born at 11 p.m. on the 5th of April, 2012.
It was actually
too
born.
soon.
April
Gone
7th.
too
It was
soon.
born about 11:17.
What if we okay, so somebody has to make a piece of art where it's been buried with a lamb on the top. You know, like when you go to a graveyard and they put lambs on the top when
Lamb of God?
No, when babies die.
Really?
Yeah, they put
When
the
babies
album-
die,
they put one of the
oh,
album-
because
they put
baby
one of the
Jesus.
Lamb of God
They
albums up there.
they just put lambs on the gravestones.
Yeah, but that has to
Like
be
a
something-
live lamb, like they put it on a
But they were
spike.
babies.
They put Gwen Stefani's label lamb.
No, they cooked lamb and they put bowls of lamb.
It's skewers. You can just take a piece and eat it.
Okay.
Oh my
It's
god,
very flavorful.
So make a quilt. This might be the single most self-indulgent moment of my entire life.
Oh,
One of the things you didn't know about.
doubt the single most, but
Yeah.
like this, we've
Warn our podcast.
Here's what we've done. A lot of people say that the word of podcasting is self-indulgent by itself.
Yes.
But here's what we've done, people.
No.
We've taken podcasting to a whole new self-indulgent level.
My God. We want you to mourn the death of a podcast where by the fucking fate of God, two podcasts actually got together. It never has happened before. It's amazing. And then they did a show together, which was amazing. And then that podcast died. Oh no! But you guys can live it on by giving us pieces of it back. What do you have? Memories?
I would like to go any further. If there's anyone out there who's so devastated and you're crying, can you film yourself crying and upload it to the Facebook page?
Yep.
Oh my God.
I would like a
please.
reactions page, like, you know, when they have that reactions page,
To
the guys who watch Two Girls, One Cup for the first time.
Yes.
And they film just what. Could you please just break it to your friends?
This is very much like
99% of those will go like this. What's a podcast? So a podcast is when
How do I
two
get it
guys.
on my iPhone?
Oh my God, the best. The best.
Well, what
the
I
best, the
want to
best.
do now is do the documentary of people walking up to the memorial and touching it, and touching our names, and then also there's like the bits that happened. So there's like Charlie's. So it's like relax, and the guy's just rubbing his finger across it, and then he takes a piece of paper and he.
You know, it'd be great if it was like Strawberry Fields in Central Park, you know, like they just make a memorial for it.
Oh my God.
At the town hall in
But here's-
Melbourne,
and
and people lay out wreaths and stuff, and they bring things like donuts and wombats.
We should ask wombats. Donuts and wombats. Oh my
No,
God.
and Diet Cokes with Groucho Marx glasses.
Yes. People
Oh my
should
God.
send that to Melbourne Town
That
Hall.
fucking
just
moment's gone
inundate
forever.
them.
No, seriously, we should seriously ask people to go to somewhere and drop flowers.
Oh my God.
Why the fuck not?
They should go to Susan's house and drop.
Then no, in the corner.
Well, that would be in front of town hall.
Yeah,
in front of town hall,
Yeah.
but on the very corner that's on
Swanston and Collins Street.
yeah, right on that corner, right on the corner of the building.
Yeah.
Drop flowers. And put any notes.
Stuffed wombats. You have to take pictures of because we'll all be gone.
I don't know if this is going too far, but I think we should organise a candlelight vigil outside the Melbourne Town Hall.
Oh my God.
Here's the thing. 30
Who can
celebrities.
play? What bands can play?
Midnight
you
Oil.
two.
We'll get Midnight
Oh
Oil.
You
my
too,
God,
definitely,
I
you
love
too.
it. I
You
love
two's
it.
Coldplay.
definitely going to be there.
Coldplay over there.
Oh my God,
we are saved.
McCartney will probably write us an original song. He loves a tragedy. Him and Springsteen love an event to write an original. Springsteen will do a whole fucking album.
Don't you know Tom
And
Morello?
don't forget.
I do know Morello.
Let's get fucking Rage Against the
Tom
He'll be
Machine.
fucking
down here.
outraged.
I mean, this, you know what this is? Culprit Media taking down independent broadcasting.
Yep.
Oh my God. Oh my
Let's
God.
get a
And
benefit
look,
in the
don't
wristband.
forget that April 7th every year is Black Armband Day at the Melbourne Comedy Festival.
Where were you the day that Tofop, Superpod, the walking room, Tofop, Superpod was lost?
Oh my God. Oh fuck. The death of Superpod.
The death of Superpod.
It barely.
Where were you?
Oh my God! I just.
Where were you?
I want to see Irish people singing "Danny Boy," and we hardly knew ye. Oh man!
The death of Superpod.
Just a little. What's the park right next door to the town hall that with the there's
Oh,
like
you
a-
mean there's that little
like a-
the square?
yeah, it's like a little square
In front of the
Does
Westin.
it have a name?
It's the city square or something. It's like literally that's
In front
what
of
it's
the
called. It's
Western Hotel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by the Starbucks.
I
Like,
just-
where occupation.
I just see
A benefit
let's say
concert happening there?
7 years from now. A small 7-year-old girl walks up and she's got a little blue dress on, and her parents nod encouragingly. She taps the mic and she goes, I wasn't alive, but what Superpod means to me is love. And everyone applauds, quiet, happy applause, and then the next person steps up.
Well, I mean, when I'm running my Broadway play, extremely loud and incredibly gross, the story of the Superpod.
Incredibly gross. Oh my God! Incredibly stupid and
But also, what about the guy who just runs up in the next few days with just a bucket of blood and throws it on the side of the town hall and goes, "That's what you've done." There's that guy. That guy's going to be there. Like, this is all going to be.
I also
part
like
of
the,
it.
I also like the organized protests, like not that guy, but like people who have shame on you.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
Oh my God, I would love to. I would be the happiest person on earth if tomorrow night we could get a candlelight vigil
Yeah.
with a Superpod.
I think it's a very serious topic. If there's any teenagers out there
Worried about losing your own podcast.
yeah,
How would they feel if they lost Twilight?
this
No
is
different.
This is not a way out, you know.
Yeah.
Like, just because the Superpod's gone doesn't mean you don't have like.
Still hope, man.
No, there's reason to go on.
Yeah,
there's reason to go on.
No, you're
It does-
absolutely right.
I don't want. I
It
don't
does
want to
get
wipe
better.
out.
Makes a really good
I don't
point.
want to wipe out hope, and I know a lot of people might feel that way. Like a lot of people are probably saying to themselves right now, "This is the day that hope died." But I
Well,
don't want people.
I
that's
imagine
not
this guy-
what this
Bob
is.
Hope's dead.
Yeah,
I
Bob Hope
imagine,
died, yeah.
I imagine a documentary 10 years from now when people looking back when they knew it was the end of podcasts.
Yeah, right, exactly. But, I mean, people will go on and try and make podcasts for a while, but it'll just peter out because the fucking fun's gone out of it.
You know what
I'm
the
looking forward to is that black. What I want to see. I don't know who's taking the photos now, but I want a series of black and white photos. I want a coffee table book of Superpod.
I don't want to. I don't want
Like,
to say.
I-
I don't want to say this is podcasting's pet sounds.
Oh my God! It is. It's podcasting's pet sound.
You know, I'm actually looking forward to in the next 30 years on the History Channel, there'll be a bunch of different documentaries with different conspiracy theories about what happened to Superpod, and then they'll reenact the events, and they'll do probably like the Susan Probin is going to have to get like the dossiers locked up for at least 25 years.
I got to be honest
That's-
with you. If someone doesn't do one of those Hitler downfall parodies
Yep.
about the loss of the Superpod,
Oh, yeah, man.
I'm
We
gonna
haven't
be
made it.
extremely
No, we didn't.
disappointed.
Yeah.
Well, to be perfectly honest, this is clearly and just from totally subjective,
Yeah.
unbiased opinion. This is the 9/11 of podcasting.
I mean, Let's be real. Where were you? Where were you when you found out about Superpod?
To be real about this.
I mean, here is there are I will
not in any way blow this out of any perspective.
there will be not a lot, but there will be a handful of fans, mutual fans of ours. Some of them who were
We're gonna have
who
some
were there,
very angry people.
who are going to be really pissed.
Oh,
Really
man,
bummed.
there will be
They're gonna be
people
really bummed.
who will be saying now Easter has a new meaning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now we remember the death of something else at Easter.
Yep. Hey, and in this case, Jesus never rose.
No.
Hey, Greg, what are the chances of you rounding up some of your musician friends and, writing a song to benefit victims of the death of Superpod?
Oh my God!
That's
Because
possible, right?
Could you get
There's people
Morella
in
to do
Africa
that?
who don't even have podcasts.
Could you get more?
there are. That's so true. That is so true. Like most of the world.
Could you get Morello to be part of?
I want to see what I can do. I'm going to call all my buddies. I'm going to get it. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll call my Goo Goo Doll friends, my Matchbox 20 friends.
Yeah.
I just get anyone that I know that's in a band or has a guitar or listens to music.
Yeah.
Well, I think
don't know
the world's gonna need to take their minds off this.
I know.
Something to distract them.
Well, that's the weird thing is like it's like right now.
But also
we're
it's time. But
feeling
also
it.
it's also we need to raise awareness for
Other podcasts.
Well, for but for what I
Fuck the
think
other
we've
podcasts.
identified. No,
no, but this could happen on other podcasts.
Oh, good. Hopefully, it's just us left.
But I think this is also.
then we'll definitely beat Hamish and Andy.
You're
I know.
We'll definitely be
angry
number
right
one.
Look,
now.
look, this podcast never saw the light of day. This is literally podcast crib death.
It's SIDS.
Yeah,
It is. It's the most tragic.
It's sudden podcast. It's
We know-
sips.
we have
it's
no-
sips. Sudden instant podcast death.
We have no idea what this podcast could have been.
It's you know what we have to raise awareness for SIPS, which is sudden infant podcast death.
Syndrome. Sudden
Syndrome.
infant podcast syndrome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sips.
Sips.
Sips. The point is
Wow.
that we've all experienced a terrible thing tonight.
Good night.
Glitter done.
Yeah.
When do we?
Well, I'm just going to put something out there, and you guys just feel free to take it and run with it, or just give it back to me. It's fine.
We should put the sad music from the Hulk under this.
No,
Is that what you were gonna say?
no.
Is
What
that
I was
you-
going to say. Look, it might be a bit left of center, but I'm just saying group suicide.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Let's just do it.
Yep.
No, but these guys have families.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but this is more
yeah.
important.
Oh, it isn't?
Taking a stand on this one's more important.
Yeah.
You know what? Finn's fine. He's like almost
God.
3. He's
Fine.
good. I've basically formed him. He's almost 3.
Well, he's
good to
got almost 100 podcasts of yours to go back and listen
He can
to.
always go back and listen.
You're like Jor-El. You know how Superman, like he'd have to plug in those things, and his father would
Very
give
much
him
like
messages
that.
from like the
It's
past.
exactly like that.
Yeah, you're like
He might
Jor-El.
be better off because who knows what I'm going to turn into? Who knows what
Our
this dark
listeners
day?
talk about a
Who
group-
knows how this dark day is going to blacken my
Our-
heart completely?
Our listeners talk about a group suicide, a mass suicide all the time.
Oh, okay.
Do yours? Ours have, no, in the,
Ours
they,
have been a
they,
little
they
bit
joke
more
around.
optimistic.
No, they joke around about it, but they literally there was a thread one day like, when do we kill ourselves? When are we all killing ourselves?
Well,
When do we
look, if
drink
they're
the
looking for a
Kool-Aid?
time, then
Well, I
that's-
feel like we made the. What I'm saying is, don't kill yourself, but the
Please
moment may
don't.
be here.
Please don't.
buy a
Unless-
shirt.
unless
Buy a
we're all
shirt.
doing it.
No,
Please
buy a
don't.
shirt first, though.
Yeah.
Is that what we mean by a shirt? That's what we're talking about, right?
fucking how bad is
yeah,
it?
imagine if we finish this podcast by saying, so the only way you can make us feel better is buy a shirt. We've had 3,000 printers with Superpod is dead.
Oh my God! We have to make Superpod is dead shirts.
Oh, that's
how can we
amazing.
not?
Oh
Yeah,
my
we
God,
have to.
Superpod is
Death
dead.
is Superpod.
Can we have the old school?
And you know
like-
what it needs to be? We need to. It's like when they did the Death of Superman. It was the Superman logo, but the red in the S was bleeding.
Yes.
So we can just get one which is like the walking the room of the toe fop, where the red is bleeding.
Although it'd probably be semen for us.
Yeah, it come
Bloody semen.
dripping out of a ripped anus.
And a little and
what?
and
We got
chocolate.
fucked in the ass. Like I don't know how to explain it.
I mean, it's no different. No, and then all you hear to make it complete for us, you just put the stick of a corn dog, and we're fucking now we're a team. You put it, you get you because here is the real
wow.
question. Then why did we go corn dogging when we knew we had friend?
It's true.
And we got fucked.
We should
dude.
have asked that question.
And I have to say this:
How did we not?
How did we not ask that?
How did we not ask the
the
question?
Brooklyn show that we did for our podcast was the best show of my career, and I think this one was second.
Well, I'm glad we didn't record it then. Let's,
Yeah, fuck,
do
who wants to
another
be
one where
number
it's
two? That's fucking
man, that's
bullshit.
bullshit, man.
What?
I'm kind of with them on that. Like,
I don't think you guys heard what I said.
Yeah.
that this was the second best show of your.
Yeah.
You
we
mean
we don't want to be number 2. That's like saying, hey, you guys can be Megadeth, but fuck man, I hang out with Metallica all the time.
Yeah, well, you're the second best person I enjoy on your podcast.
Well, I think that's a compliment. That's a given. That's a given.
That's a compliment. It's a compliment, but you're not smart.
No, what Dave's trying to say is he's also only done 2 performances. So, whereas, say, Will and I have done many, many performances and have many favorite ones. Yeah. I will say that was one of the best times I've had on stage, period, ever. Seriously. And I don't mean to overstate it for those who aren't going to be able to listen to it. That was fucking shit awesome. It was like being in it was awesome. It was awesome. So I'm very sad.
Although I did slag off a lot of Australian comedians I actually quite like, so it's probably best that I didn't record that. There was a couple.
No. Did you really?
No, you didn't make
No, you didn't.
You did a funny imitation of Husey, and that
wasn't slagging
and they loved
off.
it. And it was
We threatened to take down Hamish and Andy, which possibly could have been used against us in a court of law.
Yeah,
So
although
maybe
that's
best
kind
that
of
we
like
get
an
out.
angry man shouting at God. Because
Yeah, but that was obvious what that was.
Yeah.
You were yelling at the
look,
unattainable.
it's fun.
They're untouchable.
Look, Ant missed a bullet.
Oh,
Ant did miss a bullet.
I forgot all that
Ant missed a
gear.
bullet. Yeah, all the Ant stuff.
Oh my God.
By the way,
Devastating,
when you go back
yeah.
and think about that podcast, because we also mostly remember Charlie's, because that's when it really was fucking, cooking. But we did some nice work before we got to the.
Oh no, it wasn't all about
There was some nice work done.
We were
there.
in fuego.
There was heaps of stuff. I mean, it started with the Buddy movie and it got weirder as it went on.
The chest, the fucking...
Oh,
I had a foot
chest.
on my chest.
I said to people that I would fund you getting an extra foot on your chest,
Yes.
so we could tour you.
Yes.
Now, when I say this to people right now, that's not going to make sense to
And
anyone. But at the time,
no, because we were on it.
at the time, everyone in the room agreed that that is how I should funnel my money.
We went on a run about getting facial surgery or like that, and
The
then
Altered
just went
Boys.
insane. And the Altered
Oh,
Boys.
we were a boy band called the Altered Boys.
Altered Boys.
That's it.
You know what? I've got to say,
Oh, we've
just
gotta
getting
stop
out
talking
of
about this.
this.
Actually, this is
sounds,
annoying
it's,
now.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
really lame.
Yeah, this is
I'm
lame.
actually getting.
Yeah, we
angry at
should
us
have
now.
had though. We
I'm
should have
actually
had
thinking, shut up,
Susan
you
sitting here the whole
douchebags.
time.
Yeah.
We should have the woman who runs the comedy festival sitting here listening this whole time, and every time she tries to talk, we go, no, shh. Your punishment is to sit and listen.
Well, essentially, we're doing that because she doesn't know what a podcast is.
No, but I want her to.
Oh, by the
hear
way,
what we're
Susan, if
saying.
you are listening to this, I
There's
still
no
have a
way
lot
she's
of
listening.
respect and love for you. This is how I make the majority of my living. So I don't know about who these guys are, but
Yes, yeah. I also enjoy coming down and doing you the
Are we
favor
I
of.
reckon I'm going to say.
I reckon that's it. We're done, right?
Yeah, I think. Look, I mean, if there's any other questions, then just post them on the Facebook pages. We don't really want to have to fucking trawl over it too much, but
No, we're gonna have to.
hopefully it is just a hard.
But here's what I would say.
better things.
Let's end it on a positive. which
Yeah,
is-
yeah, yeah.
which
Let's
is-
do
We're
that.
fucking positive.
Yes, there is. Okay, here we go.
Which is, I say, now we have the perfect reason to get together, even in memoriam.
The four of us.
In memoriam of
A tour.
Superpod. Our next gathering will be to bring people together. Look, here's the thing. We had a great time. We feel bad that it isn't available to you, and for us, we missed it. However, we do know the one thing we did get out of it is holy fuck. When the four of us get together and hang out, it's gonna be fucking fun. And the next time, you should not miss it. So if you didn't make it, fucking you win this time. All right, if you didn't make it, you win this time. But next time, fucking make it. Let's do double
Maybe
that many
there
people.
will be a tour of Australia with the four of us going around doing this.
You know what? That's what we need to do. We need to take it up a level. Next time, it's not Superpod. It's like
Megapod.
Yeah.
Let's pick it up.
Megapod.
Fucking mega.
Megapod is coming at you.
Clausen, Anderson, Anthony, Barrett.
Megapod. You try to lose this podcast.
From this says you better be dead or in jail, and if you're in jail, break out.
I wanted to be like the Beastie Boys made a movie a few years ago where they handed out cameras to people who were in the audience, and people in the audience would film different things from different perspectives. And they would, like,
No. The next one's going to be recorded by everything.
Everyone.
Yeah.
We
Right.
are going to do it on acetate.
Yeah.
We're going to make an album. We should
Wax cylinders, vinyl,
or we do the
acetate.
craziest thing.
We'll even have the fucking
No.
bird from the Flintstones.
There'll be an ancient Egyptian just scraping down like hieroglyphics onto a wall.
Or what
So
if the
it's
thing about the
transcribed.
Superpod is that it's really hard to get, even when we do it right. Like next time, let's just do it on vinyl, so that maybe 4 people can have it. 4 avid collectors.
That's a fucking great idea. I'm down for that. I think that's a
Vinyl?
good idea. Yeah, definitely.
No, fuck
live
that.
onto vinyl.
Here's what we do.
Oh, the fucking Jack White way. We travel with the thing. We make it live onto vinyl.
Yeah.
Wait, Jack White did that?
He makes live onto vinyl records at his fucking compound where he's insane and everyone wears a bowler.
I don't know what just.
But we'll all wear fucking knit caps.
Arg.